Party, Kevin McCarthy, after groveling at the feet of Matt Gaetz, he had the audacity, with the stint of brown-nosing Trump. He would never get that smell off the tip of his nose when he kissed the ring of Trump fascism. But McCarthy said, as he took the gavel after 15 times begging Matt Gaetz, America first. You know, the organization of Nick Fuentes, where Matt Gaetz and Margie Taylor Greene loved to pile around. America first. Well, this fascist regime of Trump has to come to an end. McCarthy said when he was accepting the nomination for Speaker of the House, he said, "I will drain the swamp and we will hold Biden accountable for the withdrawal of Afghanistan." The debacle withdrawal of Afghanistan, he said. The debacle was Trump's snake oil remedies, as he promised Exxon Company the right to pump Russian Arctic energy into the pipeline that runs through Tajikistan and has to run through Afghanistan in order to supply energy to India and China. So for the love of oil, for the love of business racketeering in the Oval Office, making the White House into a Ponzi scheme, into a get-rich Ponzi scheme, Trump decided to have prison clemency reform. He released Abdul from prison and 5,000 of its close lieutenants. And he turned over the rule of Afghanistan on a silver platter. And so by the time Trump was sworn into office, by the time, not Trump, by the time President Biden was sworn into office, by the time President Biden in his first term was sworn into office, already Abdul had ransacked the whole government because of Trump. He had taken over the government already. It was too late for President Biden. And the effect of this snake oil Trump con artist drifter remedies, the CIA noticed that al-Zawahiri was pulled into the vacuum right back with the Taliban. And it was President Biden administration in a quick reaction of the military and the CIA that Biden killed al-Zawahiri, while Trump pissed in the eternal fountains of the foundation of the 9/11 memories of the fallen for the love of oil, snake oil remedies. And McCarthy and his fascist Trump party, because it's not the Republican Party no more, it's the fascist Trump party that McCarthy represents. He had the e-gags and the gall with the stint of brown-nosing Matt Gaetz. He will never get that smell off the tip of his nose. And with this stint foul of excrements that he will smell to the very last day he lives with disgrace as Speaker of this fascist Trump movement. At the end of the day, it was President Biden that had to clean up Trump's mess. At light speed, he killed the same very people that Trump laid down in bed with his friend Abdul. It was Biden that reacted promptly and killed al-Zakari. And to this day now the Taliban has a platform to which to stand on. $2 trillion wasted in Afghanistan. 20 years, countless of soldiers died. And this Trump snake oil remedied drifter of a Rockefeller father reincarnated. And McCarthy and the Trump Fascist Party has the balls and the e-gags to say, drain the swamp and hold President Biden accountable for Trump's. He said he said about President Biden, I would drain the swamp and I will hold Biden accountable for the fiasco in Afghanistan. Trump is going to get indicted along with Exxon board members because Rex Tillerson was his oligarch. Carl Icahn is going to get indicted because Carl Icahn was Trump's oligarch. And they turned the White House into a rich Ponzi scheme of business racketeering. And if I have to turn this planet upside down, we will audit these corrupt officials and they will be sentenced to jail. Not to jail, may I say prison for a long, long time. Drain the swamp, McCarthy says, and hold Biden accountable for the fiasco of the withdrawal of the Taliban government. It was Abdul, as Trump used to brag about his friendship with Abdul, the only American president that's, for the love of snake oil remedies, pisses in the eternal fountains with the disgrace of his snake oil remedies, this venomous snake. And the fascist party of Trump, because it's not the party of the Republicans no more. It's the fascist party of Trump. For that reason, either the Republicans vanquish his fascism of alt-rights, or they will be extinct. They will go extinct for not doing what's right when it comes to morality, dignity. Don't ever assume that President Biden had a fiasco in Afghanistan. He's been dealt a raw deal by this snake oil remedy con artist Trump that was willing, for the love of profiteering with his oil oligarchs, to desecrate the memories of the fallen of 9/11. Trump sold them out for the love of money, for the love of greed. I would not have nothing to do with the Trump Fascist Party, and I will never compromise, let alone kowtow to his fascist regime.